Hey guys, welcome to my review of 2017's remake of Flatliners. As always, if you've not seen this or if you are new to my channel, sorry, my dad wants to be in my review again. No, there will be spoilers, but if that doesn't bother you, sorry. Let's jump into my review of Flatliners. No! So the plot of the movie is, if you have not seen the trailer, which I'm sure you have. No, Conan! This is Conan! Conan! No! Go over there. Go over there. You can't be in this one. Go over there. Go over there. So, I have my notes. As you all know, I read off my notes because I do forget. And then I will, of course, be mad that I forgot something. No! Go over there! And, of course, be upset that I forgot something. And, it'll just irritate me. So I write stuff down. And I just read off my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So the plot of the movie is 5 med students, they embark on a daring experiment, which is basically led by the character who's played by Ellen Page, who lost her sister in the beginning of the movie. So they stop their hearts for short periods of time, which triggers a near-death experience. It gives them a first-hand account of the afterlife, and in turns gives them basically the scare of their lives. So I'm gonna start off by saying I was so excited when I saw the trailer for this movie. My daughter actually showed me the trailer for this movie. I had never seen the first, which I still haven't. I've never seen the first version of this movie, which I should, because everybody tells me that the first one's better. But I don't really know if I want to see it, because I don't know if it'll ruin this version. But I know a lot of people have said there are mixed reviews on this movie. A lot of people say that some people say that it's bad, some people say that it's good, but there are more bad reviews than there are good. A lot of them are bashing, saying that how dare you remake a classic. A lot of them I mean, a lot of them say that that you should not remake a classic. So the movie starts off it starts out exhilarating and then turns into a dark horror movie. So we have Courtney, which, like I said before, she's played by Ellen Page. Now, Flatliners, of course, came out in 2017. It's rated PG-13. It's a drama. It runs an hour and 15 minutes. It's directed by, now I'm not sure if I say this correctly, it's directed by Niles Ardenslur. I'm not sure if I say that correctly. And the writers are Peter Philander and Ben Ripley. The cast are Ellen Page, Diego Luna, Nina Dobrev, James Norton, Kiersey Clemens, and Kiefer Sutherland, and he is actually in the first one. He has a small role as the as one of the doctors. Now, of course, Courtney is played by Ellen Page, like I said before. She is plagued by the guilt of her, of the death of her sister. Then Marlo's played by Nina Dobrev, who's also plagued by the guilt of accidentally killing one of her patients, due to the lack of her better judgment. Then there's Jamie. He's a promiscuous man, guilty. He's basically, I won't go too much into detail on him, but he got somebody pregnant and he didn't take responsibility for it. So, I mean, that's I won't say too much about that, but he didn't take responsibility for it. And then there's Sophia, who was jealous of someone and who had a higher GPA and bullied her in school. And then there's Ray, who he doesn't go under. So I'm not sure if he's guilty of anything, but it doesn't show that in the movie. So Courtney is the one who initiates the whole idea of the experiment. And first, they're all against it. But soon, they all see that Courtney advances mentally because they're all super stressed out. They're all struggling to advance because they're all students in college. I mean, not in college. In their internships after college, they are all struggling. So they all see that Courtney is advancing after she goes under. So each one decides to go under, besides Ray. No one besides Ray is able to bring them back after they go under. So Courtney realizes that something dark is following her and eventually kills her. The rest of them think if they can get forgiveness for whatever they saw when they flatlined, that they can be saved. Unfortunately, Courtney, they didn't figure this out before Courtney actually died. So now my thoughts and dislikes. I understand that this is a remake. And from my standpoint, I have not seen the first one, so I have nothing to compare this one to. So I will say that I did really like this one. I watched this one with my family. I do understand that there is a rule. You cannot remake a classic. And when you do, it never turns out good. It never ever turns out good. Like, whenever you remake one, it's just done. Like Halloween. The new Halloween, it's just wrong. Like, there's no comparison. Like, it always turns out horrible. But I thought this movie was amazing. Like, I just thought it kept me interested the whole time. Usually when I watch a movie, I have my notepad next to me and I'm jotting down notes, but with this movie I didn't write anything down. I didn't write anything down but two things, like from when the movie began. Because I was so like glued to the screen, and I mean that really, that doesn't happen to me often. I mean, that really doesn't. The movie has to be really, really good. I really don't understand why a lot of people didn't like this movie. I mean, you must have to be a really, 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 really good fan of the first one to not have liked this one. I don't understand why people thought so badly of this one. I really don't. I feel it kept your attention at every corner. It had a good story. It had good special effects, and just overall, it was a good movie. It was funny. It had a little bit of romance. It was thriller. It had, the special effects. It was a little bit scary. It was fun. So I mean, I thought it was, overall, it was really good. So with all that being said, I give this movie 4 MRIs. So I thought it was really good. Some of you might disagree with me, and you are entitled to your opinions, but, I really, really enjoyed this movie. So I do recommend it, and I will be adding it to my collection. All right. So the movie I am most excited to see is, what do you guys think it is? I think the movie that I'm most excited to see is The Strangers Prey at Night, which is the long-awaited sequel to 2008 Strangers. Now, there was a lot of rumors for this sequel. They were going to make it right after, but for some reason they didn't. But finally it is coming out, and I'm so excited to see it. So I will update you as soon as I go ahead and see it. So yeah. So that's it for my review of 2017's Flatliners. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe before you leave. And I also have another channel. Make sure you subscribe to that one. You can go ahead and check that out here. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel here. And if you want to see more videos, my most recent videos, you can check them out here. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye!